All right. Oh, my bad.
Kind of paper stack, you feel me?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome.
It's been a long time. Since left you. Right.
So, shout out to Chucktown Bar and Grill.
We're back.
Wide ass open. Oh, I cussed. Oh no. Wide open.
Wide
open. So, go ahead and go down there. Savannah Highway.
2467 Savannah Highway. Sponsored by Chucktown Bar and Grill.
Right past the Hawthorne Hotel.
Right.
Make sure y'all check that out. A little old school, new school mix. So check that out. Check out Cedric and my pops. Check out everybody over there.
Right.
So let's get back into football.
Football season.
Are you ready?
Let's jump into it, man. Let's get people what they want.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and hit you with some weekly history like we do with the NBA episodes.
Okay.
So on this week today, Eric Dickerson, Los Angeles Rams running back and sports commentator on Fox Sports Network. Shout out.
Okay.
He actually rushed for 215 yards in a 27-16 victory over Houston to top O.J. Simpson's
The Juice loose.
single season record mark of 2,003 yards rushing. And Dickerson finished the season with 2,105 yards. So just shout out to him. Just a little general shout out.
Quick question since we brought it up.
Yes, sir.
Do you think anyone will ever break this record?
Yeah, most definitely. But honestly, that's kind of hard because the league is so much predicated on passing now. So really, the quarterbacks are breaking all the records and the running backs are left for dead.
Right.
Except for the Cowboys. And Kansas City back in the day. Yeah.
But we'll get to that.
We'll get to that. Yeah, man. So we're about 3/4 done with the NFL season.
Right.
And let's break open. So let's talk about my Cowboys.
Can't wait to talk about them Cowboys, son. We got to get right in. We just jump into it.
Jump
into it. All right.
Cowboys.
All right. We all know you, boy, Jerry Jones. hypes y'all up, and I will give y'all some credit where credit's due this time. Y'all have won 4 in a row, while we're on a little bit of a losing streak. But so y'all are doing well. But he made some news this week when says he's keeping his eye on a certain young back.
Yeah, you see that.
A current free agent, a man by the name of Kareem Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
How would you feel about that? Would you want your team to take a chance on him? Pass? I mean, or do it? You think this is Jerry possibly hyping him up, or Jerry looking at the league with that side eye, like I'm paying very close attention?
Well, we want to make this show for everyone, so let's go ahead and fill everyone in. So, first and foremost, after rushing for NFL leading 1,300 yards last year.
Very impressive.
Yeah. And then he had 1,200 yards from scrimmage this year already.
Right.
So he was on, and he had a career high 14 touchdowns.
Right.
And he's got that bad man Patrick Mahomes at the helm. So he's all good. He was suited and booted. And then he was suspended from the NFL because he had a little spat with a young lady.
I think it's assault is what it's called.
Yes, assault. So this young lady, this is supposed, but this young lady he invited to his room. He later found out that she was 19 years of age, and something angered him. I guess the age angered him. He told her to get out, and she proceeded. This is all supposed now, but she supposedly hit him, and then he pushed her out of the room, and then that's what you see on the video. So, and as well, she also, this is a slight variable, she called him the N-word. So, there's that guy again. But, yeah. Oh, so first of all, he was cut from the team. Then he was suspended from the NFL. And then he was cut from Madden. So check this out. I actually went on Madden because I bought Madden for my son. And how about this? And it really was for my son. It's not for me. I don't play Madden. I don't play Madden too much.
Madden is a kid's game. Did you hear? It's a kid's game. Madden.
I kind of play it sometimes.
All right, go ahead.
But yeah. So when you go on the team, it's Patrick Mahomes, all them boy, they're on there.
Hill's on there.
Oh, Hill's on there. Oh, everyone's on there.
Interesting.
Oh yeah. But Kareem Hunt is player number 99.
Oh,
you remember player number 99?
Yeah, you
remember Jordan. You remember Jordan in all the games because of contractual agriments and Nike. Like he wasn't on none of the lives or none of the NBA jams.
His gone now.
His name's gone.
So the name,
no name.
likeness is gone.
No name.
No likeness.
No name.
He don't have like dreads or nothing hanging off the back.
No.
It's totally different. He acting brand new.
But he's got the exact same stats and whatnot.
Interesting.
Yeah. So what does So after all of this and knowing what you know, he does have a bit of a history of a temper problem. So not saying he's always an even keeled guy, but what would you say? What do you say he deserves? I know you asked me about when I take a chance, but what do you think he deserves first and foremost? And I answer your question.
What he deserves as far as do I think he'll play in the league again?
Exactly.
I think he should be given another chance in the league.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, the league is not the police. I mean, he's not going to be in jail. If y'all not going to put him in jail or press charges, then he has a right to earn a living.
That's true. That's very true.
But also, there's players in the league who have done far, far worse things.
Exactly.
Exactly. I won't get into what all they've done, but you all can check it out.
Yeah. Very true. Very true.
Now, as to where his next stop might possibly be, I think that
the Cowboys would be beautiful.
I think it'll be next season. Once this blows over, just a little bit. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of teams that could use a running back that's in his prime that's really good. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that he'll.
I'm thinking that Buccaneers could use him.
I can't think of a team that
couldn't use him. Yeah, exactly.
Because he's that good. He can catch a run.
So and he'll take your.
He's young and he's not injured.
And on most teams, on probably 70% of the teams, he'll take the number one back spot. You know what I mean? Like there's only a few teams that he wouldn't take their spot. Like there's Todd Gurley,
Christian McCaffrey.
Maybe. No. You wouldn't start.
Absolutely not.
You wouldn't start Hunt over Christian McCaffrey?
Nope.
Whoa, buddy.
You can check out the numbers if you want to.
Really?
Check out the numbers.
Well, see, his numbers are skewed because he has such a bad man at Patrick Mahomes, and you only have Cam Newton.
I don't know. I think it would be skewed the other way in which Hunt's numbers would be inflated then because Patrick Mahomes would be the bad man. But anyway, it's not a Christian McCaffrey topic.
Yeah.
Back to Hunt. Do you think your boy Jerry Jones is going to give him a shot?
Well, I would love it. It's only fair. Shout out to Brandon. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to all y'all watching. I can't see too well. I got an iPhone with screen crack. So check this out now. So we got the Cowboys and Eagles.
Okay.
I want to switch to here.
So we got a big.
I want to switch. Man.
We got a big game coming up. Cowboys, Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Eagles coming in the game 6-6, flying high.
Exactly.
Cowboys on a winning streak, like I said, 4 in a row. They're 7-5 at the top of the division.
The inverse of the Carolina Panthers.
Big game, absolutely.
Because y'all lost 4 in a row.
We have lost 4 in a row, but when the Panthers played the Cowboys, please re-inform the people who won the game.
They got us ready.
Okay, we got y'all ready for this. That's all that matters, right? Okay.
That is
so, Cowboys, Eagles, who do you got? Well, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. We know who do you got.
Okay.
What is the final score going to be?
The final score is going to be 28
to
21.
28 to 21?
Yeah.
Okay.
All touchdowns.
But question though, is this a close 28 to 21 or just like a 28-7? Y'all run out the clock and they just sort of get a couple late touchdowns.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that we're going to start off strong. We're going to start off strong, man.
I gotta give y'all credit. That Cowboys defense looking kind of kind of nice.
I'm kind of disappointed. Nice. I'm kind of disappointed that we're giving so much respect to Van Der Esch, though. What's going on, Step?
So speaking of that,
I'm disappointed in that.
Van Der
Esch. Sean Lee's starting.
Yeah, he's starting.
He'll probably last about.
It's not really about starting, more so as who gets the most playing time. Like, you know what I mean?
Very true.
He's like, you know what? Let me put Sean Lee in for the first series.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna pull up lame on the hammy, and then he's gonna be out. And then we'll put in, You put it late. So, there's been a lot of trash talk. I mean, I know the Eagles won the Super Bowl. Y'all, they're in the division, but the Cowboys riding high. There's a guy by the name of Shamu, need to use some shampoo. Granger Hill?
Yeah.
What is he talking about?
Oh,
Excuse
man.
me, sorry, let's back up. Why is he talking? No, I don't care.
Because he's starting now.
Well,
He's starting now.
he's starting
He's
over.
feeling himself. He got a star position. He's starting.
Man,
He's starting
I
for
was
the
like,
first
I've
week.
never, and you,
He's starting.
and you gotta admit, it's bad when I've never heard of you.
Hey man, but he's starting. So I gotta give him a little bit of props for starting
Right,
in the NFL.
right.
Right. But he says we always choke.
Okay.
And he said he's gonna make us choke too. So my man, Dak, he took words from Jason Garrett.
From Coach clapping up himself.
Coach Clapp.
Now, I'm not sure if I would say what Jason Garrett says to the public, but it's all good.
Oh man, this is a heck of a quote though.
Okay.
He says, winners, think about winning. And he says, losers, think about winners.
Very
Drops mic.
And
Drops mic.
And then claps his hand.
Drops mic.
And then he claps his hand.
And then he claps his hand.
All right, guys, clap it up, clap it up.
Yeah, so, I mean, just with the season shaping up, I have a great feeling about my Cowboys. And Amari Cooper gives me another great feeling. I think that he's going to be a number one receiver for a long time to come. He's coming to the Cowboys for what he came to the league for.
Right.
To be a number one draft pick and get them tubs. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Shout out to Shannon.
Okay, shout out.
Yeah, man. But I want to switch it up. To those bad men that beat us and the rest of the NFC South, because I know, we got to talk about the Carolina Panthers. We got to give them some time, man, because we got them behind us. So,
man.
But so first and foremost, let's go ahead and break it out with the Saints, man. So Drew Brees back at it again.
Excuse me, he was back at it again until he ran into them Cowboys.
And then that I did pick them to win the Super Bowl prior to Shannon and Skip, because we went live on the day before they picked.
Right.
And then they picked.
Right.
They both picked the Saints, like me. Who'd you pick?
To go to Super Bowl?
Yeah. NFC.
I had Panthers versus Texans.
Okay. So you.
By the way, that Texans pick is looking kind of
very good. Deposits. I gotta give you deposits on
I'll
that. Most definitely.
I'll take
definitely.
them.
All day. So and next, I want to ask you about what do you think about Cam and his playoff chances?
First of all, shout out to Cam. Cam's having a phenomenal season this year.
Yeah.
He's having career highs across the board.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not translating into wins recently.
Welcome to all our new viewers.
So I'm not really sure the way I feel about that currently. Because I would rather trade the stats for wins. So I don't know what that really means. But we're on the snot right now. We haven't won in over a month. So, we've got to get this ship turned around. I think a really big thing for us is it's going to sound simple. The offense has to play better and the defense has to play better. Coaches need to coach better. Kickers need to kick better. Sounds simple, but y'all need to do better.
You know what you sound like?
Who?
You sound like Tony Romo after a multi-pick interception.
Right,
he always says,
right.
I gotta do better.
Right. I mean, it's kind of simple like that sometimes, though. Offense needs to play better. Defense needs to play better. Kicker needs to. Everybody.
So you didn't put any thought in your press conference.
Everybody needs to be better. Like when it's blame to go around, I gotta blame everybody. Like no one's playing.
You do
really well enough for us to win. So
Understood.
But if that was the case, then it would all be good, of course. But I'm hopeful that we'll be able to turn around here soon. We have the Browns coming up on the schedule on Sunday, so hopefully we can get a dub,
Hey, man.
Get a dub.
So what about them Bucks, man?
What about
Jameis? Is Jameis playing next year? Is he starting next year? Or does it depend on these Final Four games?
Is Jameis going to start for Tampa Bay next year?
For Tampa Bay next year, exactly. I know he can start for somebody.
I say Jameis does start for Tampa Bay next year.
Wow, they're sticking with him?
Yeah, I mean, Matthew Stafford's been with the Lions for 10, 11 seasons, and he's never won a playoff game. I mean, maybe teams are afraid to start over, but I mean, I don't.
And it's not cheaper to keep him. It's not like Marvin Lewis theory. Like, he's actually getting paid.
I mean,
like he's like top 5 in the league.
But there's no quarterback coming out of college this season that ranks higher than Jameis was coming out of college in his season. To hope that he's as good as Jameis, like it's sort of like
there's people who are safer with the football, and that's something that's never changed from college to NFL. He's always had turnover issues.
He's always had turnover issues and problems, but
because he's so risque and he don't care. Yeah, he just do like this.
I guess it's sort of like I don't see the talent coming out in this year's draft to quarterback that I would take someone else over him. So I'd go back to Ryan Fitzpatrick. I mean, I don't know. Both of them. By the way, I saw the craziest stat that both of them have played about 6 games each. Mm-hmm. They've thrown 24 picks combined. Like, each of them are turnover machines. Like, it's kind of funny. Like, they both just turnover happy. They both turn 12.
What's going on, James?
About 12 picks each.
James in the mix watching.
Yo, what's going on?
Yeah, so check this out. I want to go back because I know we were out the NFC East, but I want to go back to the Redskins.
Okay.
You saw Adrian Peterson.
90-yard scamper?
Yeah, man.
Hey, he still got it.
Better yet, last night, Titans.
99 yards.
Oh, man.
Since we're on that.
Yeah.
99-yard run. Mm-hmm. Henry last night.
Titans.
Do you think that was the best touchdown run that you've seen?
No. Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch, without a doubt. And with the commentator. What did he say?
Said I never see nobody put him on his back though.
Yeah, never see the team with a back over. Right. Nobody put the team on his back though.
Right. That was
how do you look that up on YouTube?
Marshawn Lynch, hold it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hold it. Yeah.
But also that was a playoff game too. Mm-hmm. And I think that run allowed them to take the lead, so it was just different.
And Jacksonville's been stinking it up all year. Yeah. So
alright, so it's kind of real quick. Also, the reason why it's great is the longest play you can have from scrimmage, but also I take into effect.
What's going on, Dolan? What's going on, Ben?
But I take it into account that he was running down, like the
sideline. You watching too? What's going on, Ryan?
He was running. He was running down the sideline, mm-hmm. which I think kind of adds to it that you can use the stiff arm as opposed to Lynch was going down the middle of the field.
Exactly.
He had to break tackles,
and they were a little more vicious. And Lynch isn't as big.
Lynch was like running through tackles, trucking people, not just the arm, but it was really good though.
Look him up on YouTube if you want to debate, man.
Right.
So, but matter of fact, back to NFC East, man. So we have a little quarterback controversy.
So the Redskins have now lost 2 starting quarterbacks to broken legs, to which I would blame the offensive line.
So breaking news: the Washington Redskins have signed Colin Kaepernick to a minimum contract.
Not exactly though.
Hell no.
But
they don't care about that collusion case.
But
they have Eric Reid and Colin Kaepernick have a collusion case versus the NFL right now, and I think they're going to win because they don't care. They don't care. Like all this.
I'm confident that Kaepernick can win this.
And the Redskins, you know what? The Redskins have single-handedly debunked the NFL's collusion. They've single-handedly accelerated Colin Kaepernick's collusion case. You know that, right? Check this out now. They've gone ahead and
it's already been a mess.
They've gone ahead and signed. What's the fella's name?
Josh Johnson.
Yeah, they signed Josh Johnson, who might not even be playing next week, who has a pending court trial, who has 3 priors in 2018 now. 2018 isn't over yet. I know it's at the end, but it's not over. And then as well, they had 2 quarterbacks, the position that Colin Kaepernick happens to play, and he happened to go to the Super Bowl and happened to do pretty damn well. But guess what? They're starting butt fumble.
Who's that?
Mark Sanchez. Please look him up if you don't know. Oh, man. What's going on? What's going on, Mr. Richardson? Big Mr. Richardson.
So
but yeah, man,
with all that being said,
all right.
Can we finally put to bed that Kaepernick's never going to play in the league again?
Oh yeah. And I don't know if he really cares at this point. Like, he's getting paid. He signed a Nike. Like, he ain't getting no Nike contract when he was playing.
No, he didn't.
He put the team on his back and didn't get nothing. He ain't get no contracts. I mean, that I know of. I'm sure he got little local contracts or something like that.
Aaron Rodgers twice in the playoffs. That bad man.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of that bad man.
He got his coach fired. He's having a terrible season. Team's not going to the playoffs. And like I said, I called him. He's overrated, overhyped. Mm-hmm. There's also another head coach that got fired on the Browns, Hugh. Who said, quote, 3-36-1. Not exactly sure why I'm getting fired. But, okay. If you were a head coach, which job would you rather take? Cleveland Browns or the Green Bay Packers?
I'm so excited to answer this question. The Cleveland mother flipping Browns.
So you would
I would rather take them to the Packers.
Baker Mayfield than that.
I'm not going to statue to death, but their defense is better. I mean, they're better. I mean, their future's better.
Right.
Their
future's brighter.
Their quarterback is the only thing.
They have a quarterback that the players like.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. I was going to say that. I was going to say the only drop off, literally, the only drop off that the Cleveland Browns have is quarterback. But they actually like Baker Mayfield.
Right.
So I think that outweighs, because I mean, I think you gotta love. You don't have to like your team, but you gotta love your team.
Right.
You know what I mean? You gotta have some love somewhere for him. And Aaron Rodgers makes it hard to love him. I mean, he's smug. You know what I mean?
He's a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I can tell you what he's not.
What's up?
The greatest quarterback ever. I can tell you that.
So what would you pick? Browns or Packers?
Browns. I don't want to deal with Aaron Rodgers.
You want to deal with Aaron. And Aaron Rodgers, I'm stealing this from Skip and all them, boy. But I'm not going to lie to you. I said this before they said this, because I said this when I was outside, matter of fact. But I said that coaching Aaron Rodgers is as detrimental as coaching LeBron James. And that's the dang on truth.
It's not the same thing, though.
It's detrimental.
No, it's not the
same.
It's
detrimental. They both can get the coach fired single-handedly.
But it's not
single-handedly.
It's not the
They
same
both
thing.
can theoretically check themselves in and out the game. They can call plays.
It would be more Tom Brady than Aaron Rodgers, though, because Tom Brady gone to 8 championships, just like LeBron. Rodgers, Rodgers last
that is very good.
Last time Rodgers went to the Super Bowl was when LeBron hadn't started.
You said this like 10 times.
Which is when he hadn't started. I'm just saying it's been 10 years, man. Your boy Derrick Rose was the MVP. Kobe won championship. That was a long time ago, man. I don't want to hear about the Super Bowl.
We're going to come back with an NBA episode. More on that later on.
Update your resume. That's all I'm saying. Update your resume.
Understood.
Next, let's get into some quick hits real quick.
Yes, sir.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
They're a very popular team, would you say?
Behind the Cowboys.
Almost as popular as the Cowboys, most would say.
Yeah.
Running back James Conner's hurt. Yeah. Unfortunately, they don't have a certain running back that could take his place in the meantime.
Yeah.
Le'Veon Bell, he's opted out of his contract. Out of getting paid this entire season.
Yeah.
Question is, do you think he made the right choice sitting out this entire season?
If he wasn't going to get paid $12.9 million, perhaps. If his team wasn't a Super Bowl contender, perhaps. If he didn't have that dynamic offense featuring the triple Bs, perhaps. But considering all those variables, no. Because, he saved his body. I hope he was on a LeBron James diet and spent millions of dollars on his body. And, T.O. hyperbaric chamber.
We saw pictures of what he was doing in his office. He was not working out. We saw that.
Yeah, so in my opinion, I don't think that's you gotta listen. I'm gonna bring this back to life, man. I'm gonna Colin Coward you, man. You only live once, man. There's no time like the present, man.
Right.
Like, and that's in anything. I can preach that till I'm blue in the face, but you gonna let life pass you by, man. Like in every situation I've been in that I've enjoyed, I'm like, hey, I can't let this pass me by. But I always let it pass me by in some respects. You know what I mean? I'm like, dang, I let that on the field, or not necessarily on the field, just. Well, I did leave stuff on the field because I didn't play all my years, so I'm disappointed about that. But however, you just leave stuff on the field in life, and this is one situation where he's leaving on the field, man.
I would say
literally.
I would say that I do get why he's sitting out the season, but man, it's tough to be a championship.
What's going on, Barry?
Championship level team,
Exactly.
and you're still in your prime. You just sit out the season, man.
It's the perfect combination, man. You know what I mean? Like I'm in my prime. I have a great offense. We're in Super Bowl contention. We're on the Steelers. Why not? We're leading the division. Like you didn't know this coming in, but you knew that the Steelers were going to be in contention. Yeah. Like I don't know what's going on through his head, but let's move on from this because we're on the same level, right? All right. So, I want to answer this question, but
I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
There's a certain coach on the West Coast who's adamant about helping out some historical franchises, mainly the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys.
Thank you.
Amari Cooper got shipped from the Raiders to the Cowboys. Yeah. Khalil Mack got shipped to the Bears. Does John Gruden know what he's doing? Well, I'm sorry. Let me backtrack. Who did Gruden trade him for? Go and tell him.
Well, we have a recurring theme on this show.
Go and tell him
we speak of how teams are so pathetic and stupid because they continually trade players who are already established, players who already have stats, players who already have a position, players who already have clout, players who already have everything for potential. That player, that first round draft pick could run a 4.4, could run a 4.9, could bench press 225 300 times, or could bench press 225 2 times. But they traded him for a first round draft pick from guess what? From the Cowboys. So in theory, Amari Cooper made the Cowboys, let's say, 2 times better. So with that being said, their first round draft pick is now going to be that much poorer. So no, he didn't know what he was doing. And then as well, Khalil Mack. The Bears are, what are the Bears now? What are the Bears now? Yeah, the Bears are 8-4. So, and Khalil Mack is their everything on defense.
He's a monster. He's a beast.
Yes. And then, furthermore, after the week 1 or week 2 game, John Gruden explains, I think he was just playing because this, I don't know, that was questionable, but he says, we need a pass rush.
It's almost like I think he was trolling. I think he was trolling himself.
Yeah. So with that being said,
like saying,
he knew what he was doing partially with Amari Cooper because he didn't know that Amari Cooper was the missing piece, and Amari Cooper was not producing on the Raiders. So I don't really have too much beef with him over that. But Khalil Mack, that was straight stupid.
Right.
That was straight stupid, man.
But there's bright side. But on the bright side for you Raiders fans, we only got 9.5 more years of this. So,
well, see, that's where I think that he knows what he's doing, because I have a theory that a little aside I heard, and it says, laugh now, cry later, or cry later, laugh now.
Right.
He's crying now to laugh later. Hopefully.
I guess.
Potentially.
No, he's risking
assumptively.
He's
laughing now, crying later.
He's risking a lot.
He's risking it all, but he's trying to laugh now. Molly Mall boy in the house. Bucks. Hey, so Molly Mall. This is the Bucks fan. He's going. Is Jameis going to be the starting quarterback for your Bucks next year? I just want to know.
Probably not. Probably so.
I don't know. We'll see.
All right. Now, with that being said, was there anything else you wanted to give the people? Anything else you want to give the people? Any parting notes in regards to your boys? Any other thoughts or predictions about that?
Well, I want Rico Gathers to get my tub.
Rico! We're not
I
gonna
heard-
talk about Rico.
I heard some stuff about it.
We're
I
gonna
heard-
institute a strict no Rico Gathers policy here on the show. We don't want to hear about Rico Gathers.
Yeah.
Don't hear about Rico Gathers.
Yeah.
So, that being said,
Yeah, but no, Rico Gathers, they said that he can't learn the plays because he's been playing basketball all year. Or all his career.
right, because he's a football player.
Yeah.
Now he is, but he was not good.
Yep.
Oh yeah. So
yeah, man.
that being said, are we gonna go ahead and talk about hoops?
Oh yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna wrap this up and we're gonna go to hoops. We're gonna go to hoops. So yeah, I mean, that's it, man.
When we come back, we're gonna talk about them. We can talk about King James.
King James?
You already know.
We're gonna do that. Well, we're gonna talk about the basketball next time. So join us. We'll be back. We're gonna get our stuff together. We'll be back in about 2 minutes, alright? Y'all have a good night. Join us at Chuck Time Bar and Grill if you don't tune in next time. Bonzo and Ryan, yeah.